Hey everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back. This is Joe Lignor with your tip clip of the week. Now, if you remember, before we went away for Christmas and New Year's, I talked about aggressive, abusive, intimidating behavior first with your pre-K, kindergarten age child, and then we talked about some of the things we can do when it's with your elementary school age child. Well, now this week I'd like to talk about middle school and early high school age child. But I think you've understood from the first two episodes that there's never any excuse for abusive, aggressive, intimidating type behavior on the part of your child, no matter what the age. That rule should be written on an index card in big, bold, black, Sharpie, magic marker type letters and posted on every refrigerator in every house. There's just no excuse for it. If you're abusive, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear what the reason was. There's just there's nobody you can blame. You are responsible and accountable for your abusive behavior. And by responsible, I mean it's nobody else's fault except yours. By accountable, I mean that there will be consequences and you may not like them. Most assuredly, you won't like them. So when your child is aggressive or intimidating to anyone in your family or outside the family, be prepared for them to blame the victim because that's what abusive people do. It's just an easy way out. Abusive people say, I wouldn't have abused you, but you, and then fill in the blank. I'm sorry, but you wouldn't give me a cookie. I'm sorry I called her a name, but she wouldn't let me play the video game I wanted to when I wanted to play it. What they're constantly saying is, I'm sorry, but it's your fault. And absolutely does not mean that they're sorry. I'm sorry, but it's not my responsibility. And when a child doesn't take responsibility for their bad behavior, their aggressive behavior, or intimidating behavior, they don't see any reason to change it. Why change it? I got what I wanted right then and there. They don't see any reason to change it. They've just learned to mimic the words afterwards in hopes that it's what you want to hear and they get off the hook. So when children use aggressive, intimidating type behavior to solve their problems, it's just not enough to point out or give consequences for that behavior. It's also important that you as the parent help the child replace that inappropriate behavior with something that will help them solve the problem at hand without getting in trouble or hurting others. The bottom line is, if we don't help the kids replace their appropriate behavior with something healthier, they're going to fall back on the inappropriate behavior every single time. Why? That's their default program. It's easiest and they slide right back into it. For instance, the next time your son calls his little sister names and threatens her physically or intimidates her with words, get off the computer. You should not only correct him, but later have a conversation with him when things calm down. When things calm down. Those are the important words. Give it a little while. Go up to his room where you've sent him and talk to him. What could you have done different the next time you're faced with that? What could you have said to your sister? What could you have done? What agreement could you have reached? And then go back if necessary and role play with him. But it's important, as the parent, you're also the teacher. Teach them the appropriate ways to deal with things in the future. It's better, it's best, it's great for everyone. Guys, have a great week. Any questions, comments, please reach out to me. jlignor@standrewschool.com. jlignor@standrewschool.com. We can set up a phone call. We can talk emails. I would love to hear from you. jlignor@standrewschool.com. So you guys have a great week. Peace, love, Bobby Sherman.